Well, hello, and welcome back to another scary edition of Ghost Stories Told from the South. I am your host, Stephen LeBooth, and I got some skilly stuff for you today. Oh, man. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you guys are here to listen, and I'm sorry today, dude. We're just going to go down memory lane. I've got my research and all that ready for this show. I ain't got it in me to sit here for about an hour and do this podcast today because I am sick, coming down with the crud. I'm just not breathing. Eyes are watery and just coughing some. And yeah, I'm just not having a good day at all. Good couple days. So think I'm coming down with this crud. So we're gonna go down memory lane, and I'm gonna show y'all episode 33 when we was kind of first still new at this. But I just want to stop and say thank you guys for listening. Every week, y'all are listening, and it's awesome. I love it. Thank you for the downloads. Thank you for the new followers we're getting. So glad you guys are all along for the ride. But like I said, I'm just gonna put a clip on here. I'm gonna do episode 33, and then we'll close the show out, guys. I will see you on the other side. Don't get too scared.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ghost Stories Told from the South. I am your co host, Lexi.
And I am your host, Steven LeBooth. We got some great December spooky stuff for you.
Yes, we do. This is a good old episode 33.
Believe that, guys? 33.
I know. And we have a couple more for this month, so we're going to be mid 30s by the end of this month.
Yeah.
Well,
You believe it's almost Christmas.
I know. Speaking of that, how's everyone's holiday going so far? No, it hasn't really started, but like, I know some places are getting snow. We're
Yeah.
not. We're getting kind of a little bit of cold.
I think down here the kids have one more week of school left, and then they're out for their 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they're all excited.
I'm not.
They're like, oh, yeah. I can remember when Lexi was little, she always thought just because she got out of school, I got out of work. And I was like, that ain't how it works.
Yeah. And then, yeah. All right. Well, you guys know how we do it. We do not keep the introductions that long.
But one thing we will say, we got a special announcement to make towards the end of the podcast, another special one. I'm telling you what, guys, we love you guys, and the love and stuff you keep getting us, it just keeps opening more doors for us, and we thank you.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Well, all right. I'm actually going to let Dad start this one off because I always start. So,
All right, I'm going to start off
what you got, Daddy?
with the, where is it, Graceland. Yeah, the Graceland Cemetery in Chicago. I'm just going to go to the Emmy Joe's here.
Images.
Yeah, it's a pretty spooky place.
Ooh. Well, it's also a cemetery.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help much.
But yeah, like this one with the girl with the cast. Yeah, it's just.
Ew.
Yeah. It's crazy, all the pictures I dug up. Anyways, I'm going to go to this right here, though. Because I'm thinking right. This has like a lot of the pictures and stories and stuff. So yeah, I'll do that. Man, I hate all this pop-up crap. I think there should be a law. Look at this spooky statue. We'll talk about that one, too. Yeah, that's an actual grave. That's like someone's tomb.
Wow.
They're like
Okay.
buried around there. Yeah, it's crazy. All right. Yeah, if y'all ever want to, man, y'all can do, I guess, I don't know what you'd call it, a read along or whatever. Like if you're out doing something, you could get on the internet with us while we're talking about this and look up and see the pictures and
Yes.
all that, too, man. Okay, I'm talking about the Graceland Cemetery in Chicago, Illinois. It was opened in 1860 in a uptown neighborhood of Chicago. It is 121 acres, and its visitors enjoy a beautiful view all year round with a lake because it's got a lot of trees and stuff. You'll see.
Yeah.
It's just got a lot of nice, big, beautiful trees, and it's got like a lake and stuff. So they get a lot of the seasonal tree changing, like the leaves and all that. So They get a lot of visitors for that, and it's kind of a historical cemetery
Oh, okay.
too. So they get a lot of visitors for that. Well, we'll start with all the ghost stories there because there's a lot of them. This is the Eternal Silence, and this is where we'll be talking about this guy right here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's an odd gravesite.
It's the gravesite of Dexter Graves. It's a statue of a man in a hood in front of a black slab. The statue was put in after he died.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it was weird. I don't know if.
So wait, that's like actually how he dressed?
No, they just got put in like years after he died because they made it some kind of monument. Because he was like one of the first settlers in the area or something like that. Yeah. Okay. One legend says if you look into the eyes of the statue, you will see a vision of your death.
Okay. If you want to see your future.
Yeah. And then another story is that you cannot take a pic of the statue, but that's false because, there's a picture right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one is, you look in the eyes and it.
You see that.
And now we're going to go to. Oh, I almost missed one. And we're going to go to this one now. See, and this one's like in the ground, kind of. Like a tomb. Like in the ground, but it's got a front and all that.
Oh, wow. See, I've never seen ones that go underground. I've always seen them like at level.
Oh, I've seen them do that, but only in Egypt and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know they did that over there.
Yeah, because, when they started doing the pyramids all the time, people were robbing them all the time. So they're like, well, maybe we need to kind of keep them hidden more. Because, they always stuck all their treasures down there with them.
Yeah.
Well, this is the haunted tomb of Ludge Wolf. What is that? Oh, Ludwig Wolf. It is the tomb of Ludwig Wolf.
Say that comes fast.
Yeah. He was afraid of being buried alive, so when he died, there was a vent put in the top of the tomb. So, there ought to be some fresh air coming in there. And in case he survived, he wouldn't be dead. And he had bells rigged up all through his the tomb in case he was alive. He could ring a bell and get out. And then there was whistles set up everywhere.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this guy was like really afraid of being buried alive. Well, then the second story is that the people in the apartments across the cemetery, across the street, that the ghost will be, they'll see the ghost of Ludwig walking in front of his tomb, just kind of pacing back and forth.
Maybe he's protecting it.
Maybe. And now we're going to go to.
This park, in that park, cemetery actually is kind of nice, but it's kind of
creepy
at the same time.
See, that's another thing. I'd love to go visit cemeteries. People think that's kind of awkward, but I don't think it is. That'd be cool to go visit cemeteries.
Yeah, it would. I like that. Being able to catch anything.
Okay, and this is the last story of this cemetery. This is the footbridge. The footbridge to the Burnham Family Island. At the lake is if you go to the lake, there's a little footbridge leading to a little island. And it's the resting place of the Burnham family. The ghost of Daniel Burnham has been seen over the years. He's seen there in many other places. He has been, when he's seen, he stands at the edge of right on the shores of that island with his hands in his pockets and just kind of just staring at you.
That's not creepy.
Yeah.
You turn around and you're just like, oh.
But that no one ever did. There's no story of really why he died. I mean, I guess there is if I really dug.
Yeah.
But the main stories ain't really saying nothing.
I don't know what I would do, like, in the situations where they see stuff.
I know.
You're always like, hey, we could do this or like this, but it's like one of those things where it's like,
Yeah.
I always say I'll run or something, but I'm afraid like I'll be paralyzed with fear. I'll be like, I can't. What?
I know, because I've been like that, and I've had dreams like that where something scares me and I'm just paralyzed and I can't scream or nothing.
Yeah, sleep paralysis.
I couldn't manage having that in like real life, being scared of
Mm-mm.
something.
No, I couldn't either.
That'd be
So-
nuts.
So yeah. All right. Well, it's actually kind of cool though with that though because like in the cemetery there's like it's not. It's
Yeah, and
like,
here's where the
kind of,
family's
you know what I
buried
mean?
on the island.
Oh, and see, yeah, so this cemetery, it's also kind of like a historic thing, like you said.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And look at its big old thing. That's that's him and his wife.
Oh wow,
Yeah, some millionaire made that. They call it
that's huge.
I can't remember, they call it like a Greek something. But they filmed one of the Omen, the Damien movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they filmed one of the scenes there.
Oh, see, because I see a lot of stuff like that, like in those kind of movies.
Yeah, because
Mm.
they call it something. I can't remember now.
It looks.
Oh,
like,
a Greek. Yeah, it's kind of got. It looks like a Greek temple, but it's a monument. Like for their. I mean, it's got two big concrete deals to put them in.
Tombs.
Tombs. Yeah.
Tombs.
Yeah, it's got some tombs.
What's that tome? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go next. I'm going to be talking about. So okay, you'll notice probably throughout the next like 3 episodes that my stuff is gonna be like in like maybe 4 places at the most. Like everything's kind of together.
At the time.
So yes, I'm doing that. So yeah, I know normally Lexi's like, hey, every episode it's a different place, but I found some pretty good stuff in the same area. So I was like, we're gonna keep on doing that today, sir. So.
Gonna keep on.
All right, so I'm going to be talking about the Tutwiler Hotel in Alabama, Birmingham. I don't know if you say that right, but I'm sorry. So, okay. Basically, in 1914, 2 of this town's most prominent businessmen stumbled upon the place and wanted to make it a hotel. Well, it got built and open and everything in about 1974. It got took over by the First Alabama Bank, and that was there for about 12 years. So it the hotel got closed down, but then it got reopened in 1986, and then in 2005 they had a complete renovation. And renovations and these places, stir up
Always
stuff.
stirs up the goody goose. Let's
So, yeah.
remodel.
Oh, and it wasn't
Okay.
it wasn't a little renovation. It was a 2-year renovation.
Jesus, they
So
went
like they
deep
did
diving.
everything.
Yeah,
So
that's like a going down back to the bare necessities.
yeah. So they do ghost walks, and then also so I looked up some of the rooms and stuff. Like basically they start out from like 120ish, and then go to like 200 or more.
Wow.
So it's one of those hotels. So, but okay, so like the ghost story stuff like that. They see hauntings of like this young white girl. Wait, not white. I'm so sorry. This young ghost girl.
Young white girl.
I was like, wait,
I
no,
was kind of like, where'd that come from?
no, I'm so sorry. Okay, anyway, yeah, there's like a haunting of a young ghost girl. They say it might be one of a daughter of like the family who lived in a building that was like the building that was there during World War II, like that she died, and now she haunts the place.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that had like TB and died, and now she haunts the place. They see the little girl like up and down the hallways and like knocking on doors as she passes by. So like she'll just be walking and knocking on all the doors.
Huh, being a little shithead, huh?
Yeah, waking everybody up. The front
Being
desk.
like my
and-
kids, that's what they'd be doing if they were ghosts.
Honestly, though, the front desk and security staff has reported seeing a little girl in old-fashioned dress with black piggy tails skipping up and down the hallway, playing on like they see that on the security camera.
Oh, God.
They can't explain it. So, yeah. But, I mean, there wasn't, like, too much. I mean, they said, like, the ghosts, like, knock on the guest room bathrooms and the doors and anything.
Man, and see, I'm just dying. I want to so bad to go stay at a hotel one night. That's why I can't wait till this can kind of start going. Because, man, I just can't afford it right now. But I wanted to start saving up and maybe once or twice a year till we start making some profit off of this.
Yeah.
Go staying at some of these hotels that we talk about and stuff and cutting up podcasts and seeing, if we could hear anything.
I know, right?
Which reminds me, we're going to do it at my niece's house. I'm not trying to say we're paranormal experts at all because we're not, but they got some weird shit going on over there.
Yeah.
We want to see if we can capture something on the old voice, on the old
Yeah.
audio.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
But, yeah, basically, like, the basic stuff happens. Like, doors open and close. You hear knocking. The windows open and shut, But they did say in the kitchen, like, they'll leave and they'll come back the next day and, like, the oven will be on or the microwave will be on or whatever. And they're like, that's not how
Did
it
you leave
was
that
when I
on?
left.
That wasn't me.
So, I mean, that's it. Not really a lot happens. But,
That's
I don't
crazy.
know. If you're from Alabama and you know something about it,
Give us a holla or a toot toot.
give us a holla. Okay, what are your next one going to be?
My next one is going to be where we got here? The 100 Steps Cemetery. And it's a pretty decent one. But then after this, I got two shorties, baby.
All right.
Yeah, that's what's funny. Everybody's like, "Oh man, y'all got a podcast, man? I bet you that's fun and easy." No, I was up till 1:30 last night, editing another podcast I do with my niece, finishing that and getting it posted online. After I got done I got off at 3:00. By the time I got done messing around and all that, I finally got back here. What, about 5?
Yeah.
And me and Lexi started doing research. She quit at about 9:30. I still was doing it till about 1:30. I mean, till 12:30, researching all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, I gripe sometimes, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I like doing that stuff.
We
And
love it.
awesome. It's awesome how y'all are supporting us, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we love. That's what really keeps me going. If it wasn't for you guys, man. So thank you. So I feel like we owe you. So that's why I always just suck it up and deal with it, because our fans deserve the best.
Yes. All right, Dad. What are you going to talk about?
I'm going to talk about 100 Steps Hill, or 100 Steps Cemetery.
All right. Take it away.
Okay, the 100 Steps Cemetery is in Indiana. And here's some old pictures here. Let me see. Let me find a good site real quick. Legend says if you get tripped down the stairs, you'll break a leg. Let's see if that theory's correct. Oh my God, Simone, she opened the door. Hey, if it gets loud or something in this podcast, guys, sorry. The dog, I can't even talk. The dogs just
opened the door.
Yeah. I mean, like it was nothing. So Simone's all like,
What's that knock over the
hey.
internet box? How we're set up in this small room,
Oh, yeah.
she can hit it like she hits it.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's
easy.
the internet, yeah. It's our tower and our internet sets on it.
Yeah, you.
And I just got through having internet issues last week. All right. I'm going to click on the images and we'll start jabbing our jaws. Okay. The 100 Steps Cemetery is located in Indiana. It opened around the first kind of burial they had. The first recorded burial happened in 1869. It's at the end of it's got a big, long rock staircase that you go up. And you got to go up it's redone now. But this is what it used to look like.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me off of, I don't remember it's the stair, it reminds me of the staircase of Asylum.
Yeah. And then this is what it looks like redone. This is the new version.
Wow, I would hate to walk up that.
Still, look at that. And then the other old one looks like you'd break your damn leg going
I know.
going up that thing.
Yeah, the
Whoa.
other one's not very.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a creepy old little cemetery.
Hmm.
Anyways, okay. They say there are 100 steps. See, it used to be an old rock staircase. It actually was made out of rock and stuff. Then they came back and redid it. Now it's just, solid concrete. Almost said something else.
I love that.
Solid concrete. Never mind. I'm not going to say that word anymore. Okay. Okay, now there's an old groundkeeper there that he's still real bossy, not bossy, but he's still real protective of his job. I mean, that was his baby. He took care of that place for years, and that's what he did, and he loved his job. Well, he still haunts the place, and he don't like it being disrespected or nothing. But legend says there are 100 steps in the stairs. And the legend says if you walk up the stairs and count the stairs, when you reach the top and look over to the left or right of the cemetery, you'll see that old man there.
Let's go test that theory.
And how to go? If you see him there, that means you're gonna die or something like that.
I don't want to test that now.
Oh no! You look at him and he shows you his death. That's what it is.
Oh.
And then that means, of course, that still means you're going to die. Well, then, if you walk back down the steps and come up with the same number that you came with when you came down, then I guess the spell's off. But if you go up and come up with a one number and then come down and you come up with a different, you made it even worse.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So let's maybe not go test that one out.
Yeah, I know. And then, too, well, listen to this. The groundskeeper there, he still gets mad if you trash the place. People say, like, if they throw stuff or you leave something, he won't, like, get really, really violent, but you might get a little poke.
Hey,
Yeah.
pick up your trash. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just how some of these hauntings go. I mean, like this groundskeeper, he probably did it for, God.
A while.
Yeah, a long time, and then once you do something like that and then you die, you're just so used to being in that routine, that day in, day out, hustle and bustle. So, yeah, man. I thought that was crazy. I thought it was pretty exciting.
Is that all on that one? Or is there more two parts to it?
Oh, no, I think that's it.
I was thinking it was like the other one.
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. Well, oh yeah, I think you said this one was going to be shorty. Okay, so I have two sort of different stories. Like, it's like two in one. I'm going to be talking about the Shades of Death Road. And there's two different versions. So just bear with me.
Death Row.
Just bear with me. Okay. Alright, so this first story is that a car was full of teenagers one night and they were driving down the country road
Country road.
after prom. They're speeding, having fun or whatever. And then it was rainy and the road was slippery that night, and they didn't see the curve. It curved one way and they went the opposite way. So the driver lost control, crashed into a ditch, and killed one of the passengers.
Wow.
So
That stinks.
and one of the only passenger and there was a girl, and that's the one that died.
Oh, wow.
So
That's gotta suck.
yeah. Okay, so the legend of that is that to this day, you can still see the girl who died wandering the curve wearing her prom dress all bloody.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is another version. This is the version in Hanover Township.
Hanover.
So, the story or theory or legend about it is that if you go down the hill, it inclines downward or whatever. Not really a theory on that, but that's how the hill works.
Yeah.
And then there's
You mean
these,
downward or upwards?
there's the canopy trees, you go like literally go over you and like come to a curve at the end.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a bunch of those apparently on this road, and the theory is that one night, like way back when, a miserable guy who just couldn't keep a girlfriend, lost everything, was homeless, jobless, everything. He hung himself from the lowest point of one of the canopy trees.
Oh man.
Yeah, and apparently he was there for a few days before someone found him. So I mean, it was it wasn't anything fun. So apparently now his spirit haunts the road, and then if the theory is if you drive at night, make sure you don't stop don't stop, you just go straight through, or you can see someone or something chasing you.
Wow.
So yeah, and
that's always fun. I like ghosts chasing me.
They said in extreme cases that you can hear cars die, like your car, like the cars will die in the middle of the road, and that you can hear footsteps, but there's no one there. So, and then random breathing in your ears, or like
God.
around you. Yeah, and then there's also a thing saying that maybe they think around the 1980s and the late 1990s that there were devil worshippers on the road. So they think that that helps. But I mean, there's different versions, but basically in both versions, like, it's bad, like, stuff happened there. So, like, but I don't know. There's two different versions. I'm not really sure which one's true. But hey.
You never know.
Maybe we should go test that out.
You never know. Dun, 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 dun. You never know.
All right, Dad. What are you going to be talking about?
I'm going to be talking about Showman's Rest Cemetery in Chicago. This is a circus. This is a circus cemetery. You know what that is right there, Lexi?
A circus cemetery?
Yeah, it's a mass grave.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I'll tell you more about it.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Do tell.
The Showman's Rest Cemetery is a circus cemetery. It's a cemetery made because of a massive train wreck killing 750 circus employees. It happened in 1918.
Okay.
After the town people cleaned the wreck up and sorted the bodies out of the wreckage and all that, and the animals and all that, and cleaned everything up, they didn't know the people's names or anything. So a lot of the people's tombstones, they did give them a proper burial and all that stuff, but they didn't know what to call them. So some of these head tombstones say number 43. One tombstone said Birdie or something like that, or it was just off the wall names. They didn't know what to call them, So they just started coming up with names to put on the headstones for them because they wanted to give them a proper burial, which is cool. Even though they didn't know them people, they still did that because they could have easily just made one big hole and stuck them in there, not even put them in coffins and made tombstones for them.
Yeah, but they were nice.
Yes. Well, they got that all cleaned up and stuff, but this is what it looked like after the wreck, when they're cleaning it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was the funeral they had.
Dang.
Yeah, they just dug up what they did, everybody. They made like you was gonna be digging for an in-ground pool.
And then put everybody in.
And then they put everybody in that hole and then buried it because there were so many people they couldn't make individual grave sites. So what they did this, and then like I said, they have a tombstone sitting there, and it's got everybody's name and stuff. But like I said, they didn't know anybody's names or anything. I think that was the last picture taken or something.
That's sad.
Yeah, I was gonna see if they had a picture of the headstone. Oh, that's of the headstones. Well, they do have stuff in the park like this, like for the elephants and monuments.
Yeah.
But it's part of that circus cemetery is part of a regular cemetery too.
Oh, okay. So 2 in 1.
Yeah. Kind of cool though. It's kind of cool that the town did all that.
Yeah.
Without knowing, especially back then, because if you were in a circus, you were considered a freak. you're considered an outcast. So that was kind of nice they did that for him, I thought.
Yeah, totally.
Alrighty.
My turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Googly booglies. God, this is going to be a really short one.
It's alright. All right. So this is Hotel Union Square in San Francisco, California. Okay, so this place was built in 1908 as the Golden West Hotel, and it is one of the most historic hotels in San Francisco, apparently. Um, During the Prohibition, I think is who said.
Yeah, Prohibition. You know what? You know what that is? What that was? That's when they couldn't. They didn't make alcohol or sell it in the United States anymore.
So during that time, there was 10,000 square feet of a speakeasy built underneath the hotel, and that was called the Golden Bumble.
The Golden Nugget.
The Golden Bubble, not Bumble. And that still stands, and it's still there, and now they use it as a storage unit. Well, in the early 1900s, a young girl committed suicide by jumping from the 7th floor window and, died when she hit the, So that happened, but guests and staff both say that they can feel and see her spirit, throughout the halls of the hotel.
Wow.
And then, I guess, room 207 is like the haunted room. There's a friendly female ghost there. There's sightings of a translucent figure.
I've never
of
met a
woman.
friendly female.
I know, right?
I'm just kidding.
And then, apparently, whenever you're asleep, she walks around the room. And,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and then she closes and opens the bathroom door all night. And then, she'll clean for you, and she'll move stuff out of place, different than you had it.
Well, I could honestly, if she cleaned up, I could put up with her moving stuff. That wouldn't bother me. I'd be like, well, that's the price I pay for having a friendly ghost.
Yeah. All right, you go.
Okay, man. I guess this is 4 stories. I guess I'm gonna have to start doing 6 on an episode.
Why do you think I always am over prepared and I always have a lot?
Yeah, well, I guess I need to start doing that because right now I just do 4 an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to start doing 5 or 6. I need to be a big girl. I mean, a big boy like. Anyways,
a big girl.
And a big person like Lexi.
All right, you go ahead.
Okay. We are gonna do the Bachelor's. What are you doing? Oh, I was like, what are you being sneaky for?
I wasn't.
Okay, the Bachelor's
I'm okay.
Grove. Well, I didn't know if you felt like I did. I was just making sure.
Okay. The what?
The Bachelor's Grove is in Midlothian, Illinois. It is also known as one of the most haunted town in Chicago. Look at that old creepy cemetery.
Ah, no.
Yeah.
That's like the ones off the movies.
Yeah, and this one's real. The cemetery is fenced with one gate at the south end, and it's overgrown and it's not kept up.
Okay.
You can see that from
the
picture. Guess at one time there was this house sitting there, but it's not there anymore. This is like, I guess, the first people in the area.
Mm.
So.
The hauntings.
Yeah, that's supposedly a ghost of a woman sitting there.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, okay. Okay, it's overgrown. Okay, reports started coming out in 1960. By 1965, burials kind of stopped for a while. There wasn't a whole lot of burials there. Well, then in the area started having the local kids hang around the area, and they called it Lover's Lane.
Lover's Lane.
People would go out there, to smoochy woochies or drink brewskis with their buddies, just go out there and be little violent kids. Like we used to all be, except for you. You can't say that. Oh, yeah, you are 18 now, so haha. Anyways, let's see here. An area starting with local. Okay. The local kids messed up the cemetery. Most popular tale is about a floating house that will disappear and appear. And I think it's this house right here.
Thinking that, yeah.
Yeah, there's some little clearing or something, and they say this house will appear and appear sometimes. And people say, but they don't know because no one can ever get close enough. The closer you think you can go there to, and then when you get close enough, they say it disappears. Well, they say if you actually go and open it and go in, you're going to be stuck inside time forever.
Oh wow, that's that's a great way to go out.
You're going to be stuck in another dimension, another place. Wouldn't that'd be like the Twilight Zone?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and hooded monks are seen, and a woman in white is also seen.
What is it with the woman in white?
I don't know.
In
but
every
the monks,
story.
yeah. And then the monks on this one, people don't understand why they see monks because they said there was never any missions in that area, not for miles.
Yeah.
So they were confused on that, going, huh? See?
But all right, it's my turn again.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got little two shorties. I'm gonna do back to back. Okay.
Shorty of the.
These are in Seattle, Washington. Both these stories.
You're in Seattle.
This is about the West Seattle High School. Okay. This place. Okay, I got so confused because it said that it's been open since like 2017, but then it was an old school before that. So I don't know exactly how long the building's been there, but I know that it's been a school for like a while. Okay, so in 1924, a former student hung herself in the school. Excuse me. And they say that she continues to haunt the halls at school, and that you can see her hanging out with like her past friends that were from the same era, hanging out like at the park and the playground or whatever it's called. So yeah.
That's crazy.
That happens, but see, and I couldn't really get like a lot of history on that place, but it is still pretty cool.
That is weird how.
Short.
That is still. I mean, I guess it ain't weird. I guess it all depends on who sticks the information on the internet. But there's, like I said, there's sometimes some stuff I can find a good page, 2 pages of stuff on it. Sometimes I'm lucky if I can get half a page of crap.
Yeah. Really depends. All right. Well, this is the Sorrento Hotel in Seattle, Washington again. So, this is one of the most haunted places in Washington, and it has been open since 1909. And they said that the hotel has looked creepy from the get-go.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think it looked that bad. Like, I thought it looked normal. So, I don't know. Well, apparently there's this ghost named Alice, and she likes to hang around the 4th floor, and she is seen wearing white. And she has been seen around room 408 a lot. Well, she's also known to wear black occasionally, so like she'll wear like a white nightgown a lot, but then like she'll occasionally have a black one on. And she like hovers, like she floats down the hallway.
Oh God, see that'd be like. Mm?
And as she goes by a light, it flickers.
Sorry about that.
Sucker punch the mic.
I was trying to cover my cough there. Man, see, I don't know. I'd be like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this.
I'd be like, I can't.
Sorry. She's floating, okay?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to either. It's okay. All right, well, okay, I'm going to end it there so I have some stories for the next episode. But it's okay because it gives us time to talk to you guys. And like I said, we have news.
Oh,
so,
God, we do.
You want to tell them or do I?
I'll let you tell them.
All right, well, we got the email, I think, 2 days ago?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
About 2 days ago that Ghost Stories Told from the South is now on Pandora.
Yeah. It took us 6 months to get on there,
I know.
man.
We put the application in when we first started.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for almost 6 months. Or, yeah, over 6 months.
And we got another good announcement. We want to thank everybody. See, like we said, we always do crunch time. We'll record 2 or 3 podcasts at one time, and that way it keeps us ahead. But so we're doing this now, so when y'all hear it, it'll be in December. The other day we got 50. I think it ended up at the end of the day 56 downloads in a day.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, that's what I mean. It keeps growing. We've hit 1,000 downloads,
We're at
56 in
like
a day.
1,100, almost
Yes.
1,200.
We've hit 350 downloads in a month now. I mean, it's getting awesome, guys, and we love
Yes.
it so much. And
And so
thank you.
our platform lets us do this thing where you can like, see how far you've become since you started. Our voice and our podcast and like we have all and stuff we've been shown over or listened to over 22 countries.
Yeah, 20. That's weird. Little video guy from me, Mineral Wells, is heard by 22 people in, 22 other
Yeah.
countries.
It is
That's
so
crazy, dude.
crazy.
And I can't tell you the minutes of time that people spent listening.
Oh, it was
just-
over 1,000.
Oh God, it breaks it all down. It's so amazing.
Yes.
And then give a shout out to people on Anchor listening to us. They've been listening to us a lot, giving us a lot of love.
Just thank you to everybody. We support you guys, and I know you guys support us. Thank you guys just so much, and
It's awesome.
thank you also for being patient because, like I said, the beginning of December, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna get on the Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff." I still haven't because I've been having a really, really hard time lately.
Yeah,
but it's just
okay,
your college
though.
stuff. This is my last week of college for my introductory courses, and I think at the start of the year,
Instructor.
in the start of the year, I'm gonna start my forensic psychology, which I'm so excited about.
Yes.
But in my downtime, I am going to work on the social media. You just got to be, patient with me because
Yes.
we are still trying to fit our
And
crazy
yes,
schedule.
We know that we didn't do a special for November. It just got busy towards the end of November with the holidays and all that. But we are going to still do the Crumpus special for December, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that one that we do have, we ought to save it and just do it for January.
I was going to say I want to do a New Year's special. That could be our special.
Yeah, because I really did like watching that documentary on that. That son of a bitch is scary.
Mm-hmm.
That smile that cocksucker always has. He's all, fuck no, I could not. That smile, I'd piss myself.
I know.
Oh, that's one thing that scares me. I'm a grown man, and that scares the shit out of me.
I know, right?
And we're not talking about Krampus, okay? I know that's make believe.
Yeah, no, we're talking about the Hat Man.
Yeah, that scares
But
the shit
that will
out
come
of
out
me.
for January.
Yes.
But, all right, you guys. I think we're going to get off here.
Take a break
and
and
then go for another one.
Go for another podcast, fellers.
So, yeah. All right. Well, this has been Ghost Stories Told from the South. I am your co-host, Lexi.
And I am your host, Stephen LeBooth. And if you've been listening to this is Ghost Stories Told from the South, a Boothianos podcast production.
Bye.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Just bear with me. I'm gonna hit it hard in the next couple of days if I feel better, and get two or three of these shows downloaded because I got all my research done and what I want to do, my layout and my format. I'm just sick as shit, guys. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for always being loyal fans. I love you. I appreciate you. You guys mean the world to me. This has been Stephen LeBooth with Ghost Stories Told from the South. Thank you guys for everything, the downloads, and welcome the new members. So, hey, it's growing. But we will see y'all next Wednesday. Same ghost time, same ghostly channel. Bye, guys.